Hi friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking some time off to watch this video. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Now in today's video I am going to continue working on my backyard, getting it ready for the summer. And in my last video you saw where I did a lot of cleaning, and a few days has passed and now I am working on this space and I do have to do a little bit more cleaning. But I am really excited for today's video because this video is sponsored by Linkind, and they were so nice to send me some of their outdoor solar lights to try out in my backyard. And you guys, I cannot wait to share with you how I turn this space into a summer oasis. So if you want to see how I did that, then keep on watching. Now summer is almost here, and that means long evenings outside here enjoying the warm weather. Now we haven't been having such great weather so far. Spring really did a number on us and I really hope that summer will be better. But anyway, I always get excited to get this space ready because it all looks so much more pretty in the summer. So even if the sun won't come out, my backyard will still look nice. Now I always have to clean behind this sofa as well. So I was happy that when I made this, I made it on casters because moving them around makes it so much easier to clean. And this is what it looks like. Now look at this little fella here. I almost didn't see him. Now let me know down in the comments, how are you with yard work when you find like small creatures, insects and bugs and stuff like that? I am not too eager. So I don't disturb them as long as they don't disturb me. Now, as I mentioned, this video is sponsored by Linkind, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about them. I am so happy that they reached out to me because, you know, if you see my past videos, that I love to have lighting in my outdoor space. It brings such a cozy and moody vibe. Now, I do have electrical lights right now. And you know that in the past I wasn't too fond of solar lights because I just don't think that they do their work the way they should. They do not last long, they are not bright enough, and there were tons of things I could mention that I don't like about solar lights. Now I got the solar pathway lights from Linkind, and you guys, I am really so excited to tell you more about that. So I will be doing that in a minute, but first, Linkind is a company and they are specialized in lighting, and they have a wide variety of products to choose from outdoor solar lighting to indoor mood lighting. And the best thing is that they are compatible with Matter. If you know Matter, the smart way of connecting your lights to your home, they do have a lot of products to choose from for everyone's need, you guys. You can use their lamps for decorating your garden or for lighting your pathway. You can use them for the different seasons, for Christmas, for Halloween, just name it. There are tons of ways you can use these lights, and of course also inside. So I got 2 packages here, and let's open them up and see what we're working with. Now make sure that you watch till the end of this video to see how these light up my backyard for this summer. Now I have a very special surprise, because in case you are interested to get these for yourself to light up your porch or your backyard or even your pathway, then you can go down to my description box and use the code that I share with you there. So here I got 2 packs of the Venus series, the solar pathway lights, and they come 4 in a pack, so I have 8 in total, and I'm so excited. Let me open them up and show you what they look like, and I will be elaborating more on these as I install them. But now I first just want to show you quickly what they look like and how they come packed. So these are the sticks that you put in the ground, and these are the actual lights. Oh, they are quite large. Oh, these are nice. Look at these. Oh, they are so pretty. Well, I'm not too sure yet how these works, what this red button is for, but like I mentioned, I'm gonna elaborate more on these later in the video. But first, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be putting these in the sun to charge up. They do advise to do that for 2 whole days so that you get the best results. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna come back to you. While the lights are charging, I'm gonna continue cleaning up here. Now, if you've been watching me and watching my outdoor videos, then you know that I always have tons of work to get this, well, kind of a small space ready for summer. So leave me a comment below, how much yard work do you do to get your yard ready for summer after the winter has passed? Do you really get it ready for spring? Because I don't, since we do not have a very good spring season, so I only get it ready for summer. But let me know down in the comments how much work that you have to do in your backyard, because I really like to know that. Sometimes I feel that I do like way too much, that maybe I should do less, but I cannot help it, because I think what I do is really necessary. If I don't, then I don't think I will enjoy the space all that much. I just pruned my green fence here and it got so messy, so I'm removing all the leaves that I just pruned. Now, I did mention in one of my previous videos that one of the things that I learned about yard work that I didn't used to do is I leave all the fallen leaves, well, not all of it, but some of it, because in the past I used to clean up the space completely so that you can only see the soil. But now I do let the leaves be, because they do provide nutrients to the soil and they do protect the soil and prevent it from getting really dry. So leave me a comment below, let me know how you do your yard work. Do you clean it like completely? Because I do have to say it is aesthetically pleasing seeing a yard like completely clean, but then again it is nature, so it is okay for it to be like nature. I have had these borders installed a long time ago, but I just recently noticed that the last couple of years that they are looking really weathered, and I'm not too sure why that is. Like there's a lot of algae growing on them, moss growing on them. So I am cleaning it up with this metal brush here. Now I was thinking of painting these, and I think I will, but not this year because it's going to be quite a chore. But it is something that I can easily do myself, and I think it will look so much nicer. I want to give it a finish that it will be more resistant to the weather, so maybe next year I will pick up that project. And there I was thinking I was done cleaning this backyard, but this area made such a big mess again. So I'm gonna go off camera and clean up this mess, and then we're gonna come back the next day to go in with the pressure washer. I decided to take a little trip to the garden center first to pick out a few new annuals for this year. Now here I was really being indecisive because I couldn't make up my mind which color verbena I would go with. So can you guess which color I decided to take with me? Now, if you have guessed the pink, then you are correct. Here you see them in my cart. They are so pretty. Now, believe it or not, on this very day we made 3 trips to 3 different garden centers, and this was only the second trip, so just imagine how full this car got. Deze zet ik even voor achter. En deze ook, denk ik hoor. Zet deze gewoon even voorin. Okay. So this is, except of course for the ones that I already have, but these are the plants that I got, and somehow I find myself buying way too much again when I get home and I put everything out and see what I got. I have tons of new flowers and I'm loving these. I had these last year and they were blooming so pretty and so richly the entire summer. So, well, this is not everything because I also have, I'm gonna show you some of my new pots later, but I also got these geraniums. I got already I already planted 1 pack of these, so I had 2 packs of 6, and I already planted 1, but I still have this one. I have this in white, these geraniums in white, and I think I should have 2 pack of these. And I also got this, you guys. Look at how pretty this is. It is going to bloom, but I love it just as it is. So even if it doesn't bloom, which of course it will, but even if it doesn't, it still looks pretty. So I really love that. And I wanted to do something whimsical. I did it last year with my 2 large white planters, and I got these kind of ivy looking plants. They are intertwined. Let me see if I can get one out. So they look like this, and I love that they will hang over the planter, looking really whimsical. And I think it's so pretty because it's green and white. So yet another thing that looks pretty even though it doesn't have any flowers. Now this is something that I got for the first time this year, and I'm not sure what this is, you guys. If you know what it is, leave it in the comments. But look at this. Let me see if I can show you in a better way. They are also hanging plants, as you can see. I love that because it does give a more whimsical look than your regular petunias and impatiens and stuff like that. Now you know by now, well, by now, since last year actually, I'm not so much into those annuals anymore because I've had those for years, and I just wanted to try something different. So these are really, really pretty, and this one as well. They are the same plants, but somehow I do think that this is something different, and there are 2 separate plants in one pot here. So this one and then this one. And it's been really warm because you can see that they are hanging and looking really sad, so I'm gonna have to water them. They lost a lot of flowers already. I also got this one. They only had 1 of these, you guys, just 1, and I really love it, how tiny it is with all the tiny flowers. And this little one also, and as you can see, a lot of buds, so there's a lot of little flowers coming. And I got some yellow annuals. I really like that. It's just something different. Yellow, it's just so cheery and sunny. So yeah, these are the plants for now, and I hope that this will be enough. So I'm gonna start doing some planting right now, and I'm gonna show you my new planters later. Well, this is one of them. I really wanted one of these for such a long time, and I didn't want to pay too much. I don't really remember how much I paid for this, but it wasn't really too expensive. And I also got this large one. Look at it, how big it is. And this one is actually to repot my hydrangea. I had my hydrangea in a really small pot, and it is getting bigger and bigger by the year, so I wanted to have more space, so I'm gonna plant it in there. And then of course I have my regular planters, but I will show you more of my new planters later on. So you guys, here you can see an overview of all the plants that I got. There's quite a lot, as you can see, and I did try to do some different plants again this year, not like the regular petunias and stuff like that. So I really love those. They're so pretty. Now these are all the planters that I need to fill. I had some planters from last year that I'm reusing the soil of. That's a new planter that I thrifted this year. Of course, I have the 2 bigger planters and a few more smaller planters, and I'm not sure if this is going to be everything that I'm going to be filling for this year, so I'm going to see how far I'm going to get. And yeah, I'm really excited, and especially as you can see, I didn't go with a color theme this year, so I have a mixture of pinks, purples, even some yellows, and I have some whites. So, oh yeah, I forgot my hanging baskets, but you're gonna see those in a minute because I am going to hang up some baskets on my fence there, some new ones that I purchased also this year. But I'm going to fill these pots up, and then I'm going to clean my pavers because I thought this year I'm going to do it different. I'm not going to clean the pavers and then plant because that will make a mess. So I'm going to do it the other way around this year. And these were the four hanging baskets that I was telling you that were gonna go on the fence there. And I'm gonna be putting those pink geraniums in there because I think it is so pretty seeing the pink against the white. This part of the video is not sponsored, but I wanted to share with you this gardening mat, I call it. I'm not too sure what name it has, but I got this from Temu and I love this. Here you see that I am folding up the corners. Now this mat you can use to do your gardening, you can do your repotting in here, and it doesn't make a mess everywhere. Just here in this mat, it is easy to clean, easy to store away, and it's so easy to handle dirt, you guys. And I just love this thing. I just picked up one for my mom as well, and she really likes it too. I only wish that they had a bigger one because this was the bigger size that I think they had. They also had a smaller size, but for me, this one is okay, but I would have rather seen it be a little bit bigger. Now leave me a comment down below. Do you always repot every annual that you get? I actually do. Also my perennials, sometimes I repot them into another pot, or I just replant them into the ground directly, but I always repot them. So I don't know if I don't. Maybe some of them will do better. I'm not sure, but let me know down in the comments, what do you do? Now I'm done repotting everything and that takes a lot of time, but I am ready to start cleaning now and finishing up here so I can finally start the decorating. Now I cannot help but feel complete satisfaction after I'm done with the power washer. Now just look at how well this space cleans up. It looks so nice and so airy and so bright, you guys. I just love it. Now I'm done with all the cleaning here in this area, so it is time to do some decorating. If you've been watching my previous videos, you know that I always have some canvases on my backyard fence here. Now this year I wanted to do something different, and since we're on the topic of lighting, we're gonna change that up as well. So I got these solar wall lights from Action early this year, and I was actually on the hunt for them since last year, but I couldn't find them. They were sold out every time I went to the store. So I finally got them this year, and I got 3 packs, and they come 2 in a pack, as you can see, and they are the up and down light. I will leave a link of these because they are available on Amazon in case you are interested. But I got these from Action, but the ones on Amazon are exactly the same. They are identical. I do have the warm white LED. And yeah, I'm going to be hanging these up on my fence. Let me show you what they look like. They do come with their own screws. And this is what they look like. And let me see, turn them on. And this is what the light is looking like when it's dark. So I think that these are gonna look so pretty on my fence. So I'm gonna be installing them now. Each light needs to hang by 2 screws. Now I just use a piece of painter's tape to mark on the back of the light where the 2 holes are for the screws, and I'm using that piece of painter's tape as a template so that I know where to drill the screws into my fence. I do think that 2 screws were just one too many. I think one could have done the job because they are really small and very lightweighted, but unfortunately, I have to screw in 2 screws per light. And this is what they look like. I really like that they are small and inconspicuous here on my fence, and they do give off just enough light at night to make it cozy and not too bright. So you're gonna see that at the end of this video. But now let's move on to the next project. So I got 4 of these chargers, and I love that they are green with a little bit of pink, and it makes me feel like so summery, and it gives me all the summer vibes. So I want to hang these on my fence. So they are just like this on the back. They are plain, but I decided I would use these little hooks and try to hang them on my fence. Now I cannot drill this or put nails on them or screws, so I'm just going to be using some double-sided tape, and this is very strong tape. It is Fairlow Fix premium quality, and I'm going to be using some of this nylon thread to hang it up so that you don't see it actually hanging on my fence. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. I'm just going to be using a piece of double-sided tape to secure the hook on the back of the charger. And then I'm going to be using another piece of the double-sided tape, a little bit bigger this time. And then I'm going to secure it on top of the hook, making the bond a little bit stronger. And this is really solid, you guys, because these chargers, they're not really that heavy, but yeah, I really want it to be secure. And I'm not sure if this is going to hold with the weather because of the rain and everything, but I'm going to have to see about that. But I'm going to go outside and see where I want to hang these, and then I'm going to come back and cut the thread to size so that I can hang them up. I want to have 2 plates hanging higher than the other 2. So I'm going to measure out for the 2 higher plates 4 times 30 centimeters And for the two lower plates, I'm going to measure out 4 times 60 centimeters. And the reason that I'm doing 4 times is that I want the nylon thread to be double, so that it has extra strength, even though it's quite thick nylon thread, but still I want this to be a secure hang. Then I'm just going to pass it through the hook and then make a small knot on top, and then you're gonna see me in a little bit. I'm gonna drill a small screw on top of my fence where I can hang these up. You might have already noticed the white hanging planters that I have here new on my fence. I really do love the contrast with the dark fence. They look so pretty. And then with the pink geraniums, now I cannot wait for those to start blooming and cascading down. This space would look so pretty then. Now here I'm hanging up the chargers. Now I've had these chargers for quite some time and I didn't use them all that often, so I thought that this was a great way to repurpose them. And look at how pretty it looks. I really love this aesthetic. It's very simple but yet very summery. For 2 years now, ever since I made this DIY pallet sofa, I bought those cheap outdoor rugs and they didn't last an entire season, you guys. The color faded and they started chipping and it was a total disaster, but they were very cheap and I didn't really know what I wanted in this space. So this year I picked up this rug from IKEA and I was thinking first of getting like this bright color, but then I thought if I do a more muted color, a more neutral color like this green that I have here, then I can change out my pillow covers and my cushions of the sofa and it would still match better than if I would have like this bright pink here, because that was the first idea. I wanted a bright pink outdoor rug. Now I got this Morum rug from IKEA and it is 2 by 3 meters and I love the color. I love that it's not like a solid green, but it has different tones. And look at this, you guys, I love it. It is such a good quality. Now I do hope that it will last me longer now, because I really wanted to invest in a better rug and this one was really so affordable. I will link it in my description box below in case you're interested. This year I thought I would go with a more neutral approach for this area, but you guys, that's just not me. You see that I can flip these cushions and go with a more neutral gray. That was my first intention, but I cannot help it. I just love colors in the summer, so I decided to keep the teal side up instead of the gray side. Now I did change out the pillows, the bigger pillows that I have here, because last year they were pink. I had pink covers for them, but now I changed them into a more softer color. You're gonna see that in a minute, but I really love it because it is still very colorful for the summer. So before we continue, let's move on to installing these lights. Now they didn't charge 2 full days just because we didn't have 2 full days of sun. You guys can't believe that. But anyway, I want to show you that this is the manual and I have to cover it up, so otherwise it won't go on. But with this button you can adjust it to kind of like a little bit of soft glow, and then it goes brighter, and then it has like this breathing modus. So, and the fourth time then it's off. Now it does come with these spikes and rods to install them. Let me open this up and show you. So you can install these on 3 different heights, just on the spike by itself, using the spike and 1 rod, and maybe 2 rods, and that's like really tall, as you can see. So I'm gonna see how I want to have these installed, but let me show you how I'm gonna install them. Now I wanted to do this here because I already have some lighting here, but I really wanted some lights that would stick out, and these are perfect for that. And I'm going to be using the 2 rods and the spikes. And what I love about these is that they are IP45, sorry, IP45, so they are very well water resistant. And I do hope, because this place or here is not like really a sunny space, so I'm not too sure if they are going to charge as well as they should, but I'm going to try this out here. So I'm going to be putting 4 here, and the other 4 I will show you in another video. Now, I did mention in a previous video that I did not like solar lights because I just don't think that they do their job really well. I've been using these for the past few days, and you guys, I've really been loving how they've been holding up. Now, what sets these apart from other lights is that they have a large solar panel, which means that they have a very effective solar collection. And the more they collect, of course, the longer they can stay on. And they also have an automatic on and off mode with this light sensor, so that it goes automatically on at night and turn back off at dawn, you guys. I also mentioned that it has those 2 adjustable brightness, and it is really, really bright. Trust me, with just a little sun, it is still very bright. And what you are also going to see is that they cascade this very unique decorative lighting shadow design. I will share with you at the end of this video how these light up at night and showing their unique appearance. So make sure you watch till the end of this video. Now I'm just gonna try to see where I want them, and I don't think I can do 4 here, but I'm gonna see how far I'm gonna get, because like my lilies here, they are really taking over the space here. So it has no use to put one there. So I'm going to be putting one just in front of the lilies, maybe, and then one here. So that they are spaced out a little bit even, as much as possible. So I think that this is gonna do. So I have 4 installed here in this planter, and I cannot wait to see how they're gonna be illuminating at night, you guys. So I'm gonna be showing you that later on. And now it's time to finish up decorating this area. Like I mentioned, I wanted a more neutral look this year for this area, so I did make this new cover for my coffee table cushion, and I'm decorating it basically the same as I always do. I have this large tray that I thrifted, and I have this lantern that I had in storage, you guys, I think for over 2 or 3 years, even maybe now, and I've never used it before, so I thought I would bring it out. And I really love the aesthetic, the rustic look of it, and of course the beautiful new annuals that I picked up for this year. I love these purple flowers and their whimsical look. These two plant stands I got new this year. They are from Lidl, and I actually got them for my other seating area, but I thought that they were just too small. I do love the look of them, and I thought that they would be perfect for this area here. And these are the cushions, and this year's color is yellow. Now I did have two large pillows and one smaller one, but the smaller one I exchanged it for this large bigger one in the middle, and I added these two smaller ones with the green ferns on them. I love this look because it is quite neutral but still very summery and colorful. Now we finally come to the end of this video. I hope that you are still watching and that you enjoyed this video. I want to give a big shout out and thanks to Linkind for sponsoring today's video and giving me the opportunity to test out their solar lights. Now here is the final result. I am going to leave you with a tour, and make sure that you watch till the end to see how the pathway lights light up, because you do not want to miss that. And trust me, I think you won't be disappointed because I wasn't. Now I want to thank you all so much for watching. I still have some summer outdoor videos to share with you, so I hope that you will subscribe, be a resident of my happy home, and come back for more videos. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I see you in my next one. Bye.